A very hot and humid good morning to everyone and welcome to another episode of the India Darshan travel series. So I'm out here in Murudeshwar about to check out. Fortuner is all packed and ready. Last night around 11 it rained for a little bit, so I was hoping for cooler mornings, but I forgot I'm right by the sea, so there's nothing so-called cool out here. Everything is hot and humid. But anyways, this is to be expected in this time of the year. So I'm just going for a nice little walk into the market and gonna grab a light brunch. Not sure if I want to have idli sambar or just a milkshake or whatever. Let's take a sneak peek on what's available. Grab a brunch, grab some water for the road, and we'll be on our way to Honnavar. I really love this view of the stepwell. It's so clean because they don't allow anybody to go inside, and then you have the view of the Rajgopuram from right here, and the Rajgopuram is lit up at night, so I made a short clip of that, like a reel. You can see the Rajgopuram all lit up. It looks so majestic at night. In the morning too it looks very majestic because of its height, but at night with the colors it looks even better. Anyways, we are in the market street. Let's walk around here and find a place to have breakfast. If you love seafood, you can check out this restaurant. I was here late last night and their food is pretty good and also budget friendly. Ended up at the same shop where I had the lemonade yesterday, so I had cold coffee. Here the food shop is different, juice shop is different, so you have to run around to get something. Looking for a decent snack still. Just had a cold coffee before I had the snack. Let's look for a quick bite. Normally the bakeries out here have a lot of fried stuff, so I don't really quite like it. Let's go to the Kamath's place. They had like a fast food corner. Let's see what they have. Same old dosa, puri, idli, vada. Maybe check out this food truck if I have to have the same thing anyway. That was an epic breakfast. It was a homemade dosa with the homemade sagu, like the curry that they give with it. It wasn't our regular sambar, it was loaded with cereals and all homely taste. So I went for a round 2 and very budget friendly. I've never had like 2 rounds of dosa and they give you 3 pieces of dosa because it's not a masala dosa, it's plain. There's no potato filling inside. But still it's quite filling because of the sagu is loaded with heavy cereal. So all in all done. Grab water too. Let's get going, let's hit the road. It's very humid now, so can't stand in one place anymore. There we go, short and sweet 24-kilometer ride to Honnavar. So nice, lush and green and some hilly views out here. So cool. Shri Janardhan Temple, Manki, Saraswat Kedi. We are in Manki area now. Cool, lots of temples started popping up. Idagunji. This is where the Ganpati temple is, so we'll come back for this once we have settled in. We brought all the bags. Should be about 20-25 minutes ride one way, so not too far off from Honnavar side. So we are cruising on NH66 that brings us all the way to Bombay. Panvel would be the first point, 710 kilometers. Gokarna is 58 kilometers from here, so we are stopping before Gokarna. Kind of like a midpoint or like a highway pit stop. You can consider Honnavar is along the route. So after Honnavar, we are gonna end up in Gokarna, and then we'll end up in Goa. So all in all, a pretty good experience. We are doing a little bit of serpentine hilly riding. Let's enjoy the ride. Honnavar should be like less than 5 kilometers from here now. There is a Sharvari Mangrove Boardwalk and a Nico Beach. We'll come back here afterwards. So we have made it to Honnavar. Now let's do some hotel hunting out here. Not quite sure if we have a lot of variety, but let's begin. Finally found a budget-friendly accommodation. So this is like a big roundabout junction area. There's a gas station. Asked this hotel, didn't like the rooms. Went there. It's an executive inn, and they have budget-friendly rooms. They had Wi-Fi, no AC. They had AC, no Wi-Fi. But either way, planning to stay here for one night. So let's settle in. Alright, so this is my massive room, all settled in with a view of the highway, and has a very clean double bed, wardrobe, table. I'm not going to unpack as much. Comes with complimentary water and dressing area, and a nice and clean bathroom as well. So taking it for one night. There's also Jog Falls, which is 60 kilometers from here. So not sure if I want to do that, but I'll drink some water, freshen up, and then I'll be on my way. We'll go towards the Idagunji Temple, and the Mangrove Boardwalk was something I saw, and the backwaters. Let's do these points first, and then we'll figure out what next. They also have a restaurant downstairs, and then there is a souvenir shop here. They also sell those these Toran caps, Ganeshji and stuff that we saw yesterday. Pretty cool stuff. They also have like a teeny tiny ones. Wanted the big one, but don't have space for it. Nice views of the Sharvari river, and we are going on this bridge over to the other side, but wanted to check out these views before we go. Lots of fishermen out there as well, and it goes pretty far out. Very big lake. Just like we explored Kasarkod, this is Kasarkod, and we are 33 kilometers from the Bhatkal bus station that we saw earlier. Found it. Mangrove Boardwalk is this way, and Eco Park in beach is the other way. Okay, let's go do the boardwalk. There's a bridge-like thing here, so I thought this was it, but Bhaiya came and told me no, this is not it. There is one further up ahead. There's a boat sign there, and all of them are selling backwater boating out here. So everybody's gonna pounce on you for that. So be mindful. Lot of horse selling. Lots of cars in a narrow road. They are adjusting for parking. I'll take out a few clips in the meantime. Really nice and peaceful forest area. Lots of trees. Not so much humid at the moment, but anyways, it's a forested area. So let's go enjoy the cool breeze on a boardwalk. This is a pretty cool place. There's a lot of amusement stuff. It's just a 20 rupees entrance ticket, and this is the main entrance to the boardwalk. Let's go enjoy the Mangrove Boardwalk. It's the first time I'm actually doing a board walking around the mangroves. Typically you do boating, but let's try this way for exploring the mangroves. The water is pretty low right now. It's a dry spell, I suppose, even though it rained yesterday. But all in all, you're getting the typical mangrove vibes. Lots of insects and critters, humidity, lush greenery, and then a narrow path in the middle. Really cool. Since the water is so shallow, you can see the intricate root systems of the mangroves, and some birds as well are playing around. No disturbance here, but never been so close to the root system of a mangrove forest. That's their boat stand, so I guess they show you all this if you go mangrove boating tour with them. I already did one in Puvar Island, so not interested in this. This is a very narrow walkway, no barricading, no handrails, nothing. But you're walking in the middle of mangroves and you're doing like a full loop. Lots of crowd here. Crazy. You're walking right through the mangroves and I can actually touch them, like really strong root system. Nice. Pretty unique experience. Just have to be a bit careful of my camera because if it bangs into one of the branches, I'll drop it and then the water is very murky, so there is no way I'm going to find it back. Nice, starting the return journey. It's a nice and easy 1 kilometer or less of a boardwalk. It's a pretty cool experience. It's getting a bit hot and humid now. The sun has come out. But across the street, I remember, other than the boating backwaters, there was also a beach, I guess. We'll go look it up. It's just right across the street. But before we do that, there were swings at the entrance. So I'm going to use that and dry up a little bit. Starting to melt now. Finally got access to one of the swings. The adults are using it for photography and kids are using it for hanging out. Got one all to myself. Gonna swing around a little bit, dry up the sweat, and then cross the street across in the quest for a beach or eco park or something. If we find neither, we'll continue forwards to the Ganesha temple. Yeah, it does say eco park and beach across the road, so let's check out the beach on that side. We just got done with Sharvari Mangrove Boardwalk. This is pretty nice. Waves are quite strong here. Lifeguards are on duty, but people are having a nice splish splash moment around here. Today I'm not in a mood for swimming because I'm only here for one night. The clothes don't dry up that fast in the humid conditions, but I am in the mood for enjoying some sea waves and sound of the waves. So I'm just gonna rest here for a little bit. And after that, I think the next stop is going to be the Idagunji Ganesha Temple. So made another furry friend, Brownie. She's giving me pop-up until now. Yeah, there we go. Super cute. Now our beach exhibition is complete. Not exhibition, exploration. And we can go to the Ganesha temple. Bye Brownie. Enjoy. I'm meeting so many friendly dogs on this ride. Most of them, they come and find me themselves. I don't even have to call them out. She found me herself. She was just around the neighborhood. Came up to me. So we are very close to the Ganpati temple. We can get there in like 20 minutes from now, but it will be closed until 3 p.m. So I'm thinking of taking a lunch break to kill some time in that direction, whichever hotel we find. Didn't even need Google Maps. This pretty much tells me that we are there, and then there is like elephants here and a giant gopuram there. So we are here. Didn't find any good lunch stop, but there's a petrol pump on this road, so I'll probably kill time over there.
Many minutes later.
Looks like they just got done with the festival. All decorated all around. Pretty big chariots here as well, and a nice pond, and the floor is lava, so there is nobody around exploring. This chariot also goes pretty high up, and I like how they have this like a circular thing on the top. Makes it a very unique arrangement. Giant wheels. It's recently been oiled in Greece, so I think they had a festival either already done or about to have. That's why there's all this decoration. And this is the Ganpati temple that's not open. It opens at 3 p.m. so another 6-7 minutes and then it will be open. But it looks so nice. So traditional architecture. Anybody, if you know what this thing is called, comment down below. I think it was this kind of a pillar that was laden with the fruits at the time of Vishu when we saw the temple festival. That was inside the temple itself. This is at the entrance. Let's wait to go inside. Came to chill by the pond for a little bit while the temple opens because the floor there is lava. Found a nice shivling out here and a nice forested area all around. But other than that, there isn't a whole lot happening here. So, and it's just another 1 minute till the temple opens. So after the darshan, I think that's pretty much everything that Honnavar has to offer. So that's the last action item for the day. Wait, the kids are trying to spin the pillars of the temple. And it spins. When we go inside, I'm going to do that too. How is that possible? This is like a spinning pillar? That's new. Oh well, waited for until 4 p.m. Online it says it's closed from 1 to 3 and then it opens again, but it's still closed. Not sure when it's going to open. Asked one bhaiya here, he says it opens at 5 and there's no priest or anybody else around, so I can't really kill that much of a time here. There's nothing else to do. Anyways, I'm just gonna start heading back and along the way grab a bite to eat, and I'll see you again in another episode. We'll be on the move onwards further towards Goa side. Let's see what our next stop is going to be like. Until then, this is the Rustic Wanderer signing off. See you again the next time.